good, whatever the time of the day or night it happens to be while you're watching this. My name's Max Furno. I'm the media and graphic designer for Dorset and Wiltshire Fire and Rescue Service. As always, we've got Pete Cole, our media resources technician, working his magic behind the camera.
Hello viewers.
And we would like to welcome you to the podcast. This time we've come to Amesbury Fire Station and we'd like to thank the crews for having us. Pete, what have we got coming up in the show today?
So today we've kindly asked Vicky Brewis to narrate our podcast for us. Vicky will be narrating the community event section and operational incidents that we've covered in the last few months.
Brilliant. So why don't we just have a look at what Vicky's got to say for herself. Pete, run BT.
We've been really busy since the last podcast with our youth engagement and road safety programmes, having run several courses for Fire Cadets, Salamander and Safe Drive Stay Alive. Fire Cadets attend a fire station one evening a week during their course, where they make friends, gain qualifications and develop their skills and confidence while learning firefighting techniques. Our congratulations go out to all the Fire Cadets from Blandford, Trowbridge and Swindon for successfully completing their course, as well as the students from Weymouth on the European Fire Cadet Exchange. In addition, 2 of our cadets have been selected to support the High Sheriff of Dorset as High Sheriff Cadets during her Shrieval year. Our Salamander programme takes young people over the age of 12 and trains them in the use of real firefighting equipment. Here at Amesbury Fire Station, we were delighted to offer a base to these students throughout their course and their challenging graduation demonstration. In July, we ran our Safe Drive Stay Alive roadshow at the Queen Elizabeth School in Wimborne. Aimed at Year 11 and above, who will soon be learning to drive, the programme will be running across both Dorset and Wiltshire during the autumn term. Studies tell us this is a very successful way of influencing and changing young drivers' behaviour behind the wheel. Please visit our website or call us if you would like to find out more about any of our youth programmes. In May, our annual award ceremony held at the Guildhall, Salisbury, saw staff who have completed 20 years service presented with their medal by the Lord Lieutenants of Dorset and Wiltshire. The Chairman of the Fire Authority, Councillor Spencer Flower, and Chief Fire Officer Ben Ansell also took the opportunity to thank both staff and members of the public who had gone above and beyond the call of duty by presenting them with certificates and commendations. We held our second Professional Achievement Award ceremony at our headquarters in Salisbury. Members of staff, in the presence of the Chairman of the Fire Authority, Councillor Spencer Flower, family and friends, were presented with their certificates and awards by Chief Fire Officer Ben Ansell. Presentations were made to those members of staff that had achieved a qualification in a relevant field associated with their role to progress the service's priorities and values. Our presence at Born Free and other Pride events gets stronger and stronger. Once again, our rainbow-coloured fire engine proved as popular as ever, along with our other vehicles taking part in the parade. Members of the public visited our stands to find out about how we work, our employment opportunities, discuss fire safety in the home, and children and adults alike also had the opportunity to try on our fire kit. We may have completed our current whole-time firefighters recruitment drive, but we've now successfully developed the branding to recruit more on-call firefighters. Using the hashtag #BeOneOfUs, we've been staging more Have a Go days to support our positive action of encouraging more applications from women and other underrepresented groups within the community. We give them hands-on experience of some of the equipment that firefighters use to show that these days being a firefighter is an achievable career choice for more and more people. Ferndown Community Fire Station was visited by a remarkable young person in August. Andrew cycled from Tadley in Hampshire to Land's End in Cornwall, calling at 75 fire stations along the way. You can read about his story online and leave a donation if you wish.
Good luck, guys. Bye.
Firefighters at Christchurch Community Fire Station have created a sensory garden for use by the Christchurch Connect Day Centre. The centre already care for an allotment within the station grounds, but the new sensory garden will enable those users who are unable to help with the gardening work to take part.
Good luck. Good luck, Aid.
To mark his retirement, Station Manager Aid Hurren has completed a Say Hello, Wave Goodbye cycling tour of all 50 of our fire stations.
Keep going, Aid.
As well as raising money for the Firefighters charity along the way. Aid was joined by fellow cyclists along different legs of the tour and has set up a Just Giving page which has already raised over £1,000 for the charity. Former Royal Wootton Bassett firefighter Chris Wonnell has been honoured with a prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award by the Firefighters charity. The award was presented to Chris at the Spirit of Fire ceremony held in London in the summer, in recognition of his 57 years of support to the charity and the huge sums he has raised through the restoration and use of his vintage 1943 fire engine, Martha. As well as many of our fire stations holding open days throughout the summer months, we held our Emergency Services Family Fun Day at Kings Park, Bournemouth, and attended the Emergency Services Show at Cotswold Airport near Malmesbury. Amongst the attractions were a number of displays and demonstrations, safe and well advice, recruitment, a blue light driving experience, and a wide range of emergency vehicles. Demonstrations came from technical rescue, a real fire display, cooker fires, and a multi-agency road traffic collision. We've had a challenging time here at Amesbury Community Fire Station, in particular the Novichok incident, firstly in Salisbury and now here in our town. So let's look at some of the other incidents and exercises we've attended. The downside to the glorious summer we've had has been an increase in the number of wildfires our crews have had to tackle. For example, on one evening in July, Fire Control reported their busiest number of calls since combination, mostly due to heath fires. During this time, Lancashire Fire and Rescue Service were also facing a significant wildfire challenge at Winter Hill near Bolton. And Watch Manager Andy Elliott from Maiden Newton was able to offer his support through national resilience arrangements. Large wildfires are thankfully rare, but when they do occur, they take a great deal of resources to bring them under control, which impacts on the availability of appliances for other emergencies. The damage to local wildlife is also significant, often destroying ecosystems that have taken years to build up. Advice on reducing the risk of a wildfire starting can be found on ours and the Countryside Code websites. We've staged 2 large road traffic collision training exercises recently. One in Swindon, supported by Honda, and the other at Castle Point, Bournemouth, supported by yellow buses. Swindon's exercise was based around a multiple car scenario, while Bournemouth's involved a partially overturned double-decker bus. Every road traffic collision is different, and our firefighters are constantly testing their skills. New vehicle technology can present a challenge, whether it's additional airbags or boron steel construction, which is difficult to cut through. So training like this is invaluable to both us and our emergency services partners. We were called to the Camford Recycling Centre pool in July to find a large single-storey building used for storing waste well alight. We often see fires at recycling centres in the summer, as people get rid of disposable barbecues, used barbecue ashes, and other high-risk rubbish. While the cause of this fire is unlikely to be established because of the amount of waste affected, we know that from experience that such a blaze often starts in this way. At the height of the blaze, 10 fire engines, 3 water carriers, and other support appliances were in attendance. Crews from Swindon and the animal rescue team from Stratton attended an incident involving a deer trapped in a sewage treatment plant near Swindon. Crews assisted the vet in sedating the animal and then safely handed the deer over to the RSPCA. In July, we held our passing out parade for 14 whole-time firefighters at Salisbury Community Fire Station. 9 of them are brand new to the service, while the other 5 have completed a 2-year firefighter apprenticeship. Family and friends of the recruits, as well as the Lord Lieutenant of Wiltshire and High Sheriff of Dorset and Fire Authority members, attended the parade to witness their achievement. May we take this opportunity to welcome all of the new firefighters to the service and wish them well as they settle into their new jobs and further develop their skills. It was with great sadness that staff and elected members, past and present, gathered to say goodbye to the incredible Lindsay Isaacs, MBE. Lindsay, who passed away after a brave battle with cancer, was one of the most influential people to work within our service. She touched the lives of so many and was a key figure in changing us to a prevention-first focus. In recognition of this, she was awarded the MBE in the 2017 New Year's Honours. Sticking with national honours, we were delighted that 2 members of staff were cited in the Queen's Birthday Honours list. Group Manager Karen Adams was awarded the Queen's Fire Service Medal, whilst Watch Manager John Powell from Poole Fire Station received the MBE for services to the RNLI and community of Bournemouth. Both are outstanding role models, both within our service and the wider community.
Okay, thank you very much for doing that for us, Vicky. Pete, I think we've refused? I think we've received some emails. What have you chosen out of the billions that we've received this time?
Yeah, so thanks for all your comments and all your likes on our social media platforms. Now we've received a few emails this time.
Not refused.
No, we've not refused them. No, we're very grateful for all your emails. So 2 of the emails that I've picked for us today are both from fire control actually. So our first one from regular emailer Kate. She writes, "Hi Max and Pete, I immensely enjoyed watching the latest podcast and enjoying the bloopers editions. Now I have sent a second email. Does this make me a FOTS, a friend of the show? What do you think, Max?"
I think you need to send in a few more than 2 emails to become a FOTS. I think, regular emailer for now, Kate. I think that's pretty good going. Keep emailing in and, we'll consider it.
Well, that's Max's harsh judgment for you there, Kate. But yeah, keep emailing in, send us your suggestions. But you've actually come up with an excellent one here. So Kate continues, "I think you should seek further suggestions for a catchphrase. My suggestion would be, that's all for now." As in, Ferno, Max.
I like it, yes.
It's a good pun.
You didn't need to explain it. I got it.
Okay, so continuing with Kate's email, when you say knock off makeup, please can you do the physical sign also? Max, would you like to demonstrate this for us?
Didn't know there was a physical sign. So regular viewers that watched our last podcast would have seen one of the bloopers where I say knock off makeup, which is something I'd only ever come across when I would attend Spark or Salamander courses, and they make the students shout it to start putting the equipment away, which I took to mean was an actual firefighting thing, Pete. When you were finished an incident and you had to put the equipment away.
Well, that's exactly what it is. But of course, when you call out knock off makeup, with all the equipment and appliances that might be running around you, it is also accompanied by a sign as well. Would you like me to teach it to you, Max? Excellent. So, okay, so it's hands into the chest like this, and so it's knock off makeup.
Knock off makeup. I've never
Knock off makeup.
knock off makeup. Yeah, I don't think it's going to catch on.
Excellent. So thanks, regular emailer Kate. So keep coming back to us with
keep coming, and if she keeps emailing, I'll tell you what. Okay, email us for the next show, and I promise I'll make you a FOTS. How about that?
Can't say fairer than that. Okay, so moving on to our second emailer. So our new emailer is Kate from Control.
What? We've just had Kate from Control emailing.
Ah, well now we have a new Kate from Control that's emailed in.
Right. Okay. So there's more than one Kate in Control. I think I can get my head around that.
Okay. So new Kate from Control goes on to write, "Hi Max and Pete, love the podcast. Joke of the month for you." Now Max is our expert with jokes, so I'm going to hand this one right over to him now. Over to you.
Kate's joke. Here we go. I saw an off-duty firefighter on the tube last week trying to teach his dog to play the trumpet. You may scoff, but that dog went from barking to tooting in 20 minutes. And then Kate has gone on to say, I think it's time for my own column. I think we'll be the judge of that.
I think we will. Excellent. I think we should invite Kate on the show then, actually. We haven't been to Control yet. So...
We haven't done Control. Yeah, maybe we should do...
Right, we're coming for you, Kate.
Okay, that's all the time we've got for this time. But before we go, we have had some stickers produced. There you go. So if you email me with your address, I will send you a sheet for you to stick on your fridge or give them to your kids. Anyway, podcast stickers. Everyone loves stickers. So thank you very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I think it's the catchy way of saying it these days. Loads of stuff on our YouTube channel at DWFire. If you like the show, don't forget to recommend it to a friend or an enemy. I think that's about all we've got time for. But remember, I don't have a catchphrase, but then, I'm a graphic designer, not a presenter. That's all for now. Pete, fade to black.
Adios. I think we're under the flight path here.
About to make a mistake anyway. I'm the media and graphic designer for Dorset and Wiltshire. See, told you.
We will be narrating. No, what will we be doing? Yeah.
You to
Am I
know.
reading this now? No, it's our spin-off.
There is loads of stuff. There is. That's about it, isn't it?
That's all for now.
That's,
all
I've got to
for
say
now.
that, haven't I? But remember, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer. I am a graphic designer. I'm a graphic designer.